Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Let's thank our members and everybody on the Foxpad, everybody on the Fishpad and over Landing B, and let's get into it. I want to make it as quick as possible because it is a lot of things. So today we are going to do kind of the first part because everything is being data mined, but the first part of the data mine of the first dev server. Stuff will be changed and stuff like that, but I will just show a little bit of it here, and then if anything else is it's interesting, I will show it once more. So you can pause it if you want to read something, and let's get into it. So yeah, the new vehicles part one here, made by Zabi, I don't know, pretty amazing guy that does the data mine stuff. So yeah, MQA obviously, Recon Micro. I think it's the drone, right? M36B2, Cyclone, so a new boat for the US here. The Alaska is here, as you see. MiG-23BN, obviously, VK3002M, KM5. So the new vehicles, as you see, Su-25, Su-25K, Orion. So it is coming, the drone for the USSR. Bagadaroni, the boat, Mikhail, the other boat, the Harrier GR7, as I said, it is in the files after the Jaguar GR1A that becomes a B after you get some of the upgrades. Roy Vakat, Roy Valk, I think, I don't know the name of this, which is this helicopter here, which is a South African helicopter, so pretty good, probably coming as a premium for the UK. So yeah, another vehicle that it's not in the game right now. So there's many vehicles here. Arrow, okay, we already saw. Uh, the helicopters here, only those. Helicopter, okay, some boats. The Mirage, M36 Leopard. Okay, the Magax, of course, a lot of the variants. There are some new types of armor here. Some menu text. So yeah, various types of things. I'm going to show some of this stuff. So new HUD texts, as you see, AGM point, GPU point. I don't know if this is. I think this is not a HUD for an aircraft, but probably an HUD for the game itself. So yeah, some of these stuffs here are pretty alright. I wonder what is this, but yeah, some vehicles were renamed, as you see. New modifications. Obviously, here we can see a GPU 12 and a GPU 16. I hope it's for some of the. I mean, it could be for some of the aircraft. For example, the Mirage 2000 used this bomb, but it was guided by buddy lasing. So I don't know. Matra 530, as you see, it is the missile for the Mirage 2000 right now. It is basically the same for now as the files goes, I think. As the let me compare it. Yeah, I think it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. So it's not final yet, but yeah, let's select that. And as you see, they are even. Yeah, they're the same missile. So yeah, the D is coming, but it's not right there yet. Here we have another stuff, some other modifications, the rockets and stuff like they have. The new engines. So the engines, as you see, which this is kind of a funny one, because this is the original engine for the Mirage 2000, and this is the upgraded one. Right now in game it has this one. So as you see here, for example, it has the P2 with 97, almost 97 kilonewtons of force. But then it has this one, so I don't know. This is the Su-35 engine. Some of the weapons, obviously, they are a bit different because, for example, the projector one is just because of the Su-17M2 that has a pod for guidance. So yeah, there's many things here, as you see. We have the Matra 511 that I forgot to mention before. So yeah, new feature, weapon jettisoning. So it is going to be in the next devs probably, but it's not right there yet. Some of the things are not hidden anymore. Pack vehicles, tier changes, for example. There are many things. Some changes on the stat card and on the X-ray, as you see, some different engines and stuff like that. Some BR changes, as you see, the ZTZ 692A got bumped down to 8.0. Some naval stuff changed. Some economic changes, as you see here. There's some weird stuff around here because they are changing some of the stuff here, but it's not final, so yeah. That's a funny little thing. So yeah, new sounds. This is the R195. So it has a sound name for the 195, but this is not the engine that we have in the current version of the Su-25. The R195, if you saw my video on more advanced, on the diving down series of the Su-25, you'll see that the aircraft actually is the more advanced ones use the R195. So maybe it's a prelude to that. I don't know. So yeah, explosives. This is an interesting thing. I mean, weird thing actually. All aircraft fuel tanks now have 50% to explode, chance to explode when highly damaged, which is kind of weird. Fire extinguisher, obviously for many aircraft. I want to make a video about it. Added custom loadouts to, let's see, yeah, all these aircraft. So A7s, F5s, F8s. F-104s, all the F-104s, Su-17 and Su-22, Jaguars, G91, Mirages, all the Mirages, AJ-37s, both of the Vegans, Kafirs. You can see a lot of helicopters as well. So yeah, some of the changes here, they're not that much. I mean, they're just, I mean, redundant AIM-9E modification removed, for example. I mean, obviously, so yeah, got Napalm, the A7D, and the A7E. So there's many little things, countermeasures, modifications where they are, for example, some removing of the AIM-9Es, stuff like that. Here is a very interesting change and a very good one. The F-14 actually now cannot use anymore the AIM-7E. It also uses the AIM-7E2, and I hope they change the name because it was developed differently because it was the same missile, but in real life the F-14 used the AIM-7E4, not the E2. They're the same missile, but to be operated by the F-14. So as you're going to see here, now we can have the AIM-7E2, and you can even take together with other AIM-7F. So yeah, some people like the E2 more. So that's for those people. Some other modifications for some aircraft, as for example here, as you see, a lot of changes in modifications, different belts for the MiG-19. Su-17 got a different modification scheme. So yeah, part 3, continuing this. The Jaguars, don't try this, but because it has a bug right now that the Jaguar will be removed from your hangar, but the two British Jaguars got the flares and chaff, which is pretty cool. Some changes in temperature. I mean, you can pause it, you can see it, everything. There are some minor things in many. I mean, look how many changes to the Kaya key 43, for example. Like, it's a lot of things. Part 4, continuing with the props. F5, some modifications. YY, CCAP for guns, rockets, and bombs removed. Obviously, it doesn't have any radar or anything like that. So yeah, another good thing. Etendard 4M. So the Etendard right now received a radar. So let's check it out a bit. Where is the Etendard? So as you see, it got a radar like he had in real life. So pretty good. It has 15 kilometers of range, as you see. And you can even, let's try to lock it. Yeah, you can even lock it and look at it. I don't know, it's kind of working in a weird manner, but it's similar to it's a little bit better than the radar on the F-104, for example, that just shows it's kind of a gun sight radar and then it's a normal radar. So it's kind of like that, but a bit better. So pretty interesting. I don't know if he had that in real life, but he does have in game right now, so pretty cool. There's some many modifications on the Mirages, as you see, because they got the custom loadout. So for example, this rocket pod is now a modification, so you can get it. The R530s, the radar. I see a lot of people complaining about this. The R530 is not removed from the game, from the Mirage. It's right here, right? See? But the thing is, if you get the R530E modification, you will be able to shoot both of the R530 missiles. The only difference is that it uses the R511 now as the main first missile that it gets. So yeah, it's a very bad missile, but still, and it even has the wrong model by now. So yeah, it's our R530 as the model, but yeah, R511 as you see. So it's different, but yeah. And the Mirage 3E also received that, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just check. I don't know, to be honest. No, he didn't. So yeah, but still, interesting thing. Mirage 5F, NVD for the Mirage F1 CT. So as you see, you cannot use it in the third person, but in the cockpit it has the night visions. I don't know how useful is this if you cannot use it on the external view. I really hope they add for the external view, but still, pretty cool. Then we have some other modifications. For example, here, for some reason, they removed the countermeasures for the AJ37, but I think it's a bug from what Ismin said. He didn't know if it was a bug or not, but still, or something like that. So yeah, as you see, the radar that we saw back there was for the P10. So yeah, some modifications there. Then the fifth part, some modifications in the tanks, as you see, ammo belts, stuff like that, RPM in the engines, powers, just stuff like that. You can pause and see. It's in the Reddit as well, so you can always take a look on that. So nothing much to say here. Um, part 7, some more. The launch is currently facing. Some of the other little things, so there's not much to talk about yet. I hope they actually get to the part of the missiles very quickly, because I want to see if there is any missiles changed. But yeah, just more tanks, more stuff, some changes in armor, for example, and stuff like that. So you can take a look on here, and yeah, not many things. But yeah, since until now, this is the last part. I'm going to make more videos about it. So yeah, just some little things that are found in the files, okay? And another thing that they found was the radar for the A6E, which is the intruder, which is this aircraft. So yeah, pretty cool, right? I hope they add it, and another attacker for the US, which is, but still, it's a Navy aircraft, and it's supposed to be very cool to fly it. So yeah, but I hope you enjoyed. This is it, the end of the video, and yeah, let's check it out. If more stuff, and eventually more stuff will be added, as you see. Where is it? Continue to in part 8. So it's not everything. I'm going to make one more video on this. So I'm going to wait probably until tomorrow for more stuff to be leaked, or if something is big and it wants to be leaked. So I see you guys on the next one, and bye guys, see ya.